Let me give you an honest review of SOC100 at UofT. This is the very first sociology course you will take, and I took it in winter 2023. The class average was a B-, and I got an A+, so not a bad start. This course touches on pretty much every social issues. The topics are divided into macro and micro sociology. Macro looks at large-scale social structures and systems, things like education, culture, inequality, the environment, and the labor market. Micro, on the other hand, zooms into the experiences of everyday social life, looking at areas such as gender, race, health, and crime. No matter what topic you are looking at, the core of sociology is the sociological imagination. That means learning how to think sociologically by seeing the general in the particular, the strange in the familiar. So that's the big idea of the course. Now let's look at how the grading works. Midterm is worth 20%, and the final exam is worth 30%. Both tests consist of multiple choice, true or false, and the matching questions. Pre-lecture quizzes are 10%. Before each class, you will be assigned to watch a YouTube video on the topic of the lecture and then take a quiz on it. The quizzes are not freebies, but they're not super hard either. And the tutorial reflections are another 10%. And as long as you put in honest effort, you will get full marks. And then the big one, the term paper is worth 30%. For the paper, you pick a topic from one of the lecture themes, for example, education, and then you can either write about 3 biggest issues in that area or 3 possible solutions to problems in that field. Pro tip, make sure you actually write the paper from a sociological perspective, focusing on social groups, structures, and patterns in society. I took the course with Professor Michael McCulver. He's super down-to-earth and always talks about Saskatchewan, which is where he's from. He's not from an upper social class, so he went through undergrad on student loan, and that experience inspired him to study the impact of student debt for his PhD. He also never pretends to know everything. For example, he talked about how he sat in on an undergrad physics class after becoming a prof and still couldn't understand a thing. So yeah, a very down-to-earth guy. Prof. McCulver actually cares about student mental health. He built in so much flexibility into the course to lower student stress and make grading feel fair. For example, you can skip 1 tutorial and 1 quiz without losing marks. And if you miss more, they just get replaced by your final exam grade. Also, if your final exam grade is higher than your quiz grade or even your midterm, it can automatically replace the lower grade. And the paper is super flexible too. You get 3 possible deadlines, a 7-day grace period for each deadline, and 1 chance to resubmit for a higher grade. Basically, the course gives you multiple opportunities to do well, which makes it way less stressful than most other UofT courses. So yeah, if you're taking SOC100 and want my study notes, needing help reviewing course content, or want to brainstorm assignment ideas, feel free to DM me on TikTok or send me an email. I offer tutoring services in both English and Mandarin.